the Washington Wizards finally avoided a franchise record 17th consecutive loss with a 122-113 win over the Denver Nuggets, securing their first victory since October 30th. This victory, the team's third of the season, was especially notable given that the Wizards had to overcome a historic performance from Nikola Jokic, who recorded 56 points, 16 rebounds, and 8 assists. Jordan Poole led the way with 39 points, and for now, the NBA's 28 consecutive loss record remains safe. However, two significant points shaped their season beyond the Wizards' 3-18 record: the painful but necessary rebuild they're undergoing and the challenge of developing young talent while avoiding a loser's mentality. The Wizards' rebuild is a long road, but they've embraced it. After years of mediocrity and failed playoff appearances, the decision was to focus on building through the draft and smart free agent acquisitions. The team hasn't made it past the first round of the playoffs since 2016-17, and since then, they've struggled to maintain a competitive roster. Except for one season where they won 43 games, the Wizards have repeatedly found themselves in the low 30s for win totals in recent years, culminating in a 15-win season last year. Now, the focus is on rebuilding for sustained success, similar to teams like the Houston Rockets, who are finding success after years of rebuilding, or the trust the process Philadelphia 76ers. Wizards owner Ted Leonsis decided to commit to this path fully, hiring President Michael Winger and General Manager Will Dawkins in 2023 to steer the franchise toward long-term success. Winger and Dawkins bring experience from the Oklahoma City Thunder, an organization known for its ability to rebuild through the draft. Sam Presti's successful formula of stockpiling draft picks and using those assets to build around key players has worked wonders in OKC. In the past two drafts, the Wizards have made strong selections, including Bilal Coulibaly, number 7 in the 2023 draft, Alex Sarr, number 2 in 2024, Bub Carrington, number 14 in 2024, and Keyshawn George, number 24 in 2024. They have already started 3 players who are 20 years old or younger on opening night. Looking ahead, the Wizards have the opportunity to continue this trajectory in the 2025 draft with a top 5 pick in a talented class. They also have tradable assets on their roster that could bring in more first-round picks. They also have the 38th overall pick, which could turn into another contributor in the hands of a competent front office. However, the path forward won't be easy. The team's struggles this season test the mental resilience of their young players. How can they develop their talents without succumbing to a losing mentality? Corey Kispert, a key player on the roster, spoke to this challenge after a recent loss, saying, "The stuff we're going through really tests you mentally, physically, and emotionally. The outstanding players don't run away from hard times. You run to them." He acknowledged the challenging circumstances, but emphasized the positivity within the team, pointing out that while things are tough, they're not toxic. The Wizards' coaching staff, player development teams, and active involvement from the front office are crucial in helping the young players stay focused on the larger goal. Teams like the Houston Rockets have shown that patience in the rebuild process can pay off. After seasons of minimal success, they saw an improvement in wins last year and are now sitting in a strong position in the standings. Similarly, the Orlando Magic and Detroit Pistons, though still in the rebuild phase, are starting to show promise with their young cores and are beginning to find success. A successful rebuild takes time, but it's not impossible. For the Wizards, the accurate measure of success isn't the number of wins right now, but how they navigate this season and next, and whether they can lay the foundation for a brighter future. The ultimate test will be whether they can avoid the pitfalls of prolonged losing and, like other rebuilds, find success on the other side of the process.